Another big win, that David. We're obviously sat here after West Brom, last home league game. Big result and big performance. You must feel you got that again today.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a fantastic afternoon. Big win, yes, but the performance was top class as well, especially first half. Very energetic, very front foot defending, very brave defensively in ball possession. We really tried to play football. We made the one other mistake in our passing accuracy where I think we should have done better in the one or other moment, but this is complaining on a very high level. Unfortunately, we didn't get the result in halftime for the good performances which we players put in. And then all of a sudden we were 1-0 down after a very avoidable goal from our own throw-in. But how the players reacted to this, the belief that they have shown, the impact players which came from the bench as well, to come back after 1-0 down against a top side, I said this beforehand, is just fantastic. And to do it in this way makes it even bigger. So this is the informed team.
Excuse me, guys.
Which they. Okay, Delia is allowed to do this. If there's one person here in the stadium who is, I'm fine with this, no problem. Then it's,
Sorry, David. Yeah, and as you say, the changes, and that's one for you and your coaching staff. Ashley Barnes comes on within 2 minutes. He's involved heavily in the equaliser. Sam McCallum and Barnes for the winner as well. Really pleasing from your point of view as well. Those players make an impact.
Yeah, and I know you've seen all the games. If we see recent weeks and games, it was more or less in all the games where the players who came from the bench made an impact, and this is exactly how it should be. This is exactly what we always said. If we have a competitive squad together, which you need to be competitive to win football matches, then we have a group together who is able to perform on a good level, and this is exactly what now happens. I think in the last few weeks, we have a very competitive group. Not everyone on the highest fitness level, but we will come to this. Today we were without Johnny Rowe, our top scorer, something you can deal with for 1 or 2 games if it happens, if you have a competitive squad together, and this is what we have. Great to see in recent weeks, great to see today again. Barnsley was top class, like the other guys as well, made a big impact when they came on, and as I said, the informed team, I think they only lost 1-13 in the season so far, unbeaten in the last 10. To go 1-0 down and to win and to perform on this level is another good step in the right direction.
Just a word on Borja. He'll obviously get the headlines again. I said to you after the Liverpool game, what a great goal that was, and you hoped that would be the start of something, and he showed his quality again today in and around the box. He's got a chance to shoot. He's got the quality, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has shown that he can score goals like this, and he has done it again. He was very lively, but what I really loved was the shift he put in. Defensively, he worked unbelievably hard. This one situation in the first half when he celebrated himself, when he won the through-in, this is exactly what I really love in his game, to work for your team hard and to make the dirty yards as well. And this is very rarely that you find an offensive player who is open to do this. He does not love it, but he learns it and he does it more and more, and he's a very important player for us.
Yeah, it's maybe easy to overlook. He's a young man, 22, 23, but he had more or less the first half of the season with the injury situation. He wasn't really in and around it. Coming to a new country as well, it was going to take time, and you would hope now, as long as he stays clear of injury, that he can really show that consistency in his performance.
Yeah, absolutely. So he has to work hard. We will work hard with him to push him to his highest level consistently. He was one of a few guys, important players for us, who were injured so far in the season. You know this. And yeah, we are happy to have him on a good fitness level, healthy, that he can help us to push and to go and to take it game by game. Next one, QPR for us away. Important one. We do, like we've done in the past, take it game by game.
Yeah, talking of A, injured players, and B, players coming back to fitness. Josh Sargent again today, his goal and his all-round game. How do you assess that?
Yeah, I think it's very encouraging for us, for him. It only shows how important he is for us, and what a big miss he was for 4 months of the season. So he still is not on his best. He can't be. We will work with him, and he will work very hard to do so. But we have 16 games to go, and we are really looking forward to what comes now in the next few months, and especially against QPR next game.
Just talking to strikers, obviously we can talk to you now. Windows closed. Sydney Van Hooijdonk coming in, got him on the pitch today. But why him? Why was he one that you'd identified and you like the look of? How do you think he supplements what you've got here already?
No, I think first of all we have to say after Adam made his point clear that he likes to go on loan. For me, what was clear, when we can find an alternative, it makes no sense to keep someone who's desperate to go on loan. I totally respect Adam's decision and his thoughts. And I backed it at one moment then as well, because I think it makes no sense to keep someone in the building. Our targets and our aims are too high. We have to have a group who is committed to 100%. And then the chance popped up quite late to get maybe Sydney on loan, and then with an option to buy as well. So it was the perfect scenario. Good age, proven he can score goals in the Netherlands. Didn't work out for him in Italy, can happen, and now a chance to show what he's capable of. We got the visa very late yesterday evening, so it was a doubt if he can be in the matchday squad. He for sure does not know every name, but I wanted to give him the winning feeling here in the stadium, where we had a good atmosphere, even for a few minutes. And now we have to work with him. He has for sure to adapt to English football, to English tradition as well, but he's a super smart guy, very open-minded, and he knows how to score goals.
Yeah, and for anybody who isn't really that familiar with him, what is he? Is he just in the penalty box goal scorer, or do you think he's got more rounded elements to his game?
He is in the penalty box threat, good in the air, but he has a good link-up play as well. So his technique is decent. And everything what he has to adapt in terms of physicality, the speed of the championship, we will work with him. So it's up to us to make him to the player he can be, and this is our aim.
He's got more if I can sort of on this theme. You've already mapped out there that Adam made it quite clear he maybe felt he wasn't going to get the regular game time here, but is the expectation or the hope, because it's obviously, as we know, only a loan, he goes there, plays for a very high profile club, has a good experience, and then comes back in the summer? Yeah,
absolutely. So again, I got Adam's point, and this is why I backed this decision. Even if I would have been fine if he would have fight here for his spot. Obviously, this was then the options which we had: him to Celtic, Sydney in, and as I said, I wanted to have players 100 desperate to be here to push for our highest targets in this season, and for this everyone's mind has to be right, and this is why I clearly said, okay, then let's try to do this. So big credit to Ben and his team that he was able to get this transfer over the line, because I know there were a lot of interest in Sydney, and now we know which group we have together. It is not the biggest number-wise, to be fair, but this is the same. I said, let's make a tight group who is desperate to push every day, to work every day hard, where everybody can sniff that he has a chance for the starting shirt, and make sure we keep this competitiveness on the highest level. And this is what we will do. Yeah,
final one, and just on that point about the numbers, obviously you do a little bit of business there later on deadline night. Shemi going out to Swansea now, is that again just... I'm sure, and you said it a bit earlier in the window, maybe from a numbers point of view, you'd like to have kept him in the building, but is it ultimately a player probably wasn't going to get a new deal beyond the summer and just makes sense?
Yeah, this, again, you always, in a situation like this, you think, okay, will we be quite tight or not? Then there's obviously as well the wage bill, which you have to have in the back of your mind as well. So at the end of the day, we agreed that this is a decision which we all together backed, and this is why we've done it. That Chemi went on, moved on to Swansea, and obviously I wish all the players who left us in this window on loan or on permanent the very best from the bottom of my heart.
Steve.
David, Mark Robbins felt that your players targeted Sakamoto a little bit too much in the game. Was it part of your game plan to stop a player like that?
Yes, obviously that Sakamoto and O'Hara are few of the standout players in the championship, especially for Coventry. If you like to be successful, I think you have to try to get them calm, and I only can praise my whole team, because this was a team effort to keep them calm. I think they've done it quite well over the whole period. Big credit to my players, and if you don't switch on, you've seen what O'Hara can then do, and this was a great team effort, how they kept their top individuals, which they have calm.
Never mind Coventry, was that sexy football from your team today?
Nice that you asked me this. Obviously, I like to make one point clear. If there was a misunderstanding, I clearly like to apologize for it. What I said, and I think I said this, is that the one or other thinks that Coventry is not the most sexiest football or team in the world. I exactly think the opposite, and this is what I said. I really said how much I rate them, how much I like their style, their football. So there is something from my point of view, I think, changed in my words, which maybe my English was not correct, or someone has done it on purpose and then it was not correct. But again, if it was my mistake, I like to apologize for this. It's not the right that I think they don't play the sexiest football, or they have the biggest names like the big guns in this division. They play top football, sexy football, and this is the only thing what I wanted to say.
You did say nice things about them. But I don't know.
I said what I think, that it's a top team. They play super good football. They totally deserve where they are. They totally deserve what they've done this season and the seasons before. But I wanted to say that a lot of people from England, and they know this division and the clubs better than I do, suggest that is obviously not one of the top guns, and this means that the one or other maybe thinks they are not as sexy as other teams or other teams, football clubs, and this is what I want to say. It's not my opinion, it's what some people suggest me.
But what about your team? Your team in the second half played some great football.
To be totally honest, from my point of view, I think the first half was better. Yeah. We totally limited them in terms of their opportunities. Played good football as well. Second half was still okay, and obviously we were then clinical in this moment as well. So, to be totally honest, I think performances in recent weeks were okay. What was today maybe a little bit different, that we clearly said, okay, we go out from second one, first whistle, and we go in their face. We are totally on the front foot, brave, because this is a team, if they enjoy their football, they can cause you really, really big problems. And we wanted to make totally sure that they will not enjoy their game, their football, that we try to go over them. And I think this worked out quite well.
Thank you, everybody.